The triplets reveal that the true nightmare began on the third floor. Once the S-rank plant monster woke up, a cruel rule of survival was established. One student, dead or alive, had to be sacrificed every single day. As soon as that announcement was made, the commoner faction immediately turned on the nobles, hunting them down without a second thought. Anyone who could not fight back was brutally butchered and fed directly to the plant monster. It was pure, primal slaughter, killing and devouring without a single shred of guilt. The triplets explained to Vikir that although they knew the commoners harbored deep resentment, they never expected this level of unhinged, bloodthirsty madness. One of the brothers admits he completely snapped when he heard Dogma casually dismiss their horrific massacres as a simple matter of survival. But as Vikir reflects on it, the supposedly civilized noble faction was no better, having used democratic voting to force innocent girls into becoming sacrifices. Ultimately, this toxic cycle of betrayal and malice was exactly what the demon Amdusius wanted to feed on to grow stronger. The triplets reveal they managed to survive by hiding in the shadows, only to be caught and enslaved the moment they descended to the fourth floor, dragging heavy chains until they finally reunited with their master. Fortunately, they managed to avoid starvation and maintain their strength by licking up the leftovers of the highly nutritious red tree sap. With their captors now defeated, the brothers eagerly ask if they can officially call Vikir their lord and stop hiding his legendary identity. Meanwhile, a bruised and defeated Dogma lies slumped at the base of the tree, consumed by pure rage as he vows to exact absolute revenge on the nobles. Deep inside the hollow of the giant tree root, a pool of pure, concentrated, and deadly red sap is gathering. While Vikir and the triplets are talking, a battered Dogma slowly struggles back to his feet, completely blinded by his obsession with vengeance. He lunges toward the hollow root and plunges his face straight into the crimson pool, chugging the corrupted red sap as if there were no tomorrow. Decarabia immediately panics, shouting a frantic warning that drinking that much sap at once will instantly corrupt his soul and mutate him into a literal monster. Realizing the danger, Vikir moves like lightning, rushing forward to put an end to the madman before things get out of hand. But before Vikir can land a blow, a system screen suddenly blocks his path, forcing him to stop in his tracks. The system forces him to wait, presenting a brand new quest window. He must kill the fully mutated Dogma, but attacking him during the transformation will trigger an automatic mission failure. As the sap takes hold, Dogma's skin begins to crack. Grinning maniacally, he mutters his final human thoughts of massacring every single noble. His body tears apart as he undergoes a horrific, painful mutation, his muscles swelling and warping into pure nightmare fuel. The triplets stare in absolute horror as the beast-to-be grows right in front of them, while even Vikir looks on with grim intensity. The transformation is finally complete, and the system identifies him as an A+ rank Hellfire demon, a 4-meter-tall beast fueled by pure hatred, with zero chance of ever becoming human again. Demonic transformation is a terrifying curse that completely strips a person of their sanity through infection, dark spells, or magical overload. Once transformed, the host's core desires are amplified to an extreme, twisted level, turning them into an unstoppable engine of destruction. Now, the fully transformed Dogma crouches in the dark sand, looking completely unrecognizable as he locks eyes with Vikir. Vikir does not waste a single second, immediately summoning his Beelzebub sword to prepare for the battle while the triplets stand ready to back him up. But just as they are about to clash, a loud shout interrupts the standoff, and Vikir spins around to see who is crashing the confrontation. It is the rest of Dogma's commoner faction arriving with their spears, arrogantly shouting that Vikir is hopelessly outnumbered. They gleefully yell to their boss, thinking they have brought backup to save him from Vikir's wrath. But they have absolutely no idea what they have just walked into. The massive demon suddenly leaps into the air, leaving the lackeys completely baffled. With an explosive crash, the giant monster slams back down, instantly crushing one of his own brainless subordinates into the bloody dirt with his massive claw. Looming over his terrified gang, the flaming abomination mutters that he will have his revenge, making it clear he no longer distinguishes between friend and foe. Without a single ounce of humanity left, Dogma instantly rips his own loyal subordinates to bloody shreds. Vikir tells the triplets to step back while he opens his pocket dimension to retrieve his trump cards. He dumps a fistful of stat-boosting candies into his mouth, pushing his physical attributes to astronomical heights while remaining strictly at level 1. Meanwhile, Dogma's corrupted mind is in pure ecstasy, feeling his power surge higher with every drop of blood he spills. The former Demon Slayer wannabe is completely drunk on power, laughing that this hellscape is exactly where he belongs. He resolves to keep slaughtering, stealing, and tearing apart everyone in his path. Standing proudly in a pool of his own allies' blood, he looks completely consumed by madness. Vikir calmly steps into the clearing, noting that while the red sap might have triggered this change, the harsh reality is that Dogma was already a psychopath from the very beginning. Vikir directly asks if he even realizes he just slaughtered his own comrades, but Dogma merely sneers, completely uncaring. To the corrupted monster, the horrific slaughter is nothing more than pure, unadulterated fun. Screaming for Vikir to join them in death, the colossal beast lunges forward to strike. Unfazed, Vikir readies his glowing crimson blade, prepared to put this monster out of its misery once and for all. As the clash begins, Vikir unleashes a relentless barrage of slashes, forcing the beast to immediately backpedal. Deflecting the wild blows, Dogma realizes this opponent is moving significantly faster and hitting far harder than before. Appearing behind Vikir, the beast lunges with a devastating strike, determined to squash him flat. But Vikir's reflexes are on another level. He effortlessly slips past the attack and, in one fluid motion, cleanly severs Dogma's massive arm. Screaming in agony and rage, the demon rears back and spews a massive torrent of hellfire, desperately trying to burn Vikir to ashes. But as the flames clear, Dogma's eyes widen in absolute shock when he realizes his deadly blast did not even graze his target. Vikir is already airborne, dropping down on the monster like a shadow of death. With cold precision, Vikir executes the second Baskerville sword style, slicing through Dogma's arms. Slicing with lethal intent, he prepares to finish him off with the savage tearing teeth technique.